Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a trip to our planetary neighbor Mars, a world of rusty red dust, towering volcanoes, and canyons so grand they dwarf anything here on Earth. It's a place that's captured our imaginations for centuries, a potential second home for humanity. But how welcoming is this red planet? Could we just step out and stroll across its surface? Well, not quite. Let's find out how long you'd actually last on Mars without a spacesuit.
Picture this. You're standing on the surface of Mars. The red planet, a place of mystery and wonder, now beneath your feet. The red dust crunches beneath your boots, a sound that echoes the countless stories of exploration and adventure. Above you, a pale pink sky stretches towards the horizon, a sky unlike any you've ever seen on Earth. It's both alien and beautiful, a reminder of how far you've come. It's a moment of awe, of finally setting foot on another planet, the culmination of years of training, sacrifice, and dreams. But there's a problem. You're not wearing a spacesuit. The very thing that stands between you and the harsh environment of Mars is missing.
See, the Martian atmosphere is about 1% the density of Earth's, a thin veil that offers no protection, and it's mostly carbon dioxide, a gas that, in high concentrations, is toxic to humans. That means almost no breathable oxygen for us. The very air we take for granted on Earth is a precious commodity here, so in those first few seconds you wouldn't feel like you were suffocating, not in the way we typically imagine. The lack of oxygen would be insidious, creeping up on you. Instead, your body would start desperately trying to grab onto any oxygen it could find, like a drowning person gasping for air. Every breath would be a struggle, a fight for survival. Your heart would race, your lungs would burn, and panic would set in as your brain screamed for oxygen. The primal fear of suffocation would take over, a terror unlike any other. Your vision would start to blur, and you'd feel lightheaded. This is hypoxia, a condition where your body is deprived of adequate oxygen supply. Within minutes, your body would begin to shut down. You'd lose consciousness, and without immediate intervention, death would follow. Mars is a beautiful but deadly place. Its desolate landscape is a stark reminder of how fragile human life is outside the protective bubble of Earth's atmosphere. This is why spacesuits are so crucial for astronauts. They are not just suits, they are life support systems, providing the necessary oxygen and protection from the harsh Martian environment. The technology behind these suits is incredible. They regulate temperature, provide oxygen, and even remove carbon dioxide from the air the astronaut exhales. Astronauts undergo rigorous training to prepare for the challenges of space travel. They learn how to use their suits, how to handle emergencies, and how to survive in the most extreme conditions. It's a testament to human ingenuity and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. Every step we take on Mars is a step forward for humanity, pushing the boundaries of what we thought possible. And while robots and rovers have paved the way, it's the human spirit of exploration that drives us to set foot on new worlds. One day, we may have colonies on Mars, thriving communities that have adapted to the challenges of living on another planet. But for now, every mission is a learning experience, a step closer to that dream. And as we look back at Earth from the surface of Mars, we are reminded of the preciousness of our home planet. A blue oasis in the vastness of space, where life thrives in abundance. The journey to Mars is not just about science and technology, it's about the resilience of the human spirit, our innate desire to explore, to discover, and to push beyond our limits. So as you stand on the surface of Mars, remember the countless hours of preparation, the cutting-edge technology, and the indomitable spirit that brought you here. It's a moment of triumph, a testament to what we can achieve when we dare to dream.
Now we're at the 20-second mark. Imagine being on Mars, where the atmosphere is so thin that it barely offers any protection. Remember how thin the Martian atmosphere is? It's almost like being in a vacuum. Well, that lack of pressure has some pretty gruesome effects on the human body. Without the atmospheric pressure we're used to on Earth, our bodies would react in some shocking ways. It's like a cosmic pressure cooker set to low. The pressure is so minimal that it can't keep our bodily fluids in their liquid state. Because there's so little pressure pushing back, the liquids in your body, like your blood and saliva, would literally start to boil. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a scientific fact. Now, I'm not talking about a rolling boil like a pot of water on the stove. It's more subtle, but equally dangerous. Imagine the bubbles that form when you heat up water in a microwave. They start small, but can quickly become a problem. That's what would be happening inside your veins. Tiny bubbles would form in your blood, causing immense pain and potentially fatal complications. This process is called embolism. It's a condition where the reduced pressure causes bodily fluids to vaporize at normal body temperature. And yes, it's as unpleasant as it sounds. The discomfort would be immediate and severe, making it a dire medical emergency. But here's the thing. Your skin, though stretched and uncomfortable, would act as a barrier, preventing you from exploding like a gruesome water balloon. Your skin is remarkably resilient and would hold your body together, but the internal damage would be catastrophic. This is why astronauts wear specially designed suits that maintain pressure and protect them from these extreme conditions. Without these suits, survival on Mars would be impossible. In the event of exposure, immediate medical intervention would be required. Treatments would focus on repressurizing the body and addressing the internal damage caused by embolism. Future advancements in medical technology may offer better solutions, but for now, prevention is the best cure. Ensuring that astronauts are never exposed to such low pressures is crucial. Mars habitats are designed with life support systems that mimic Earth's atmospheric pressure, providing a safe environment for human life. These systems are vital for long-term missions and colonization efforts. Astronauts undergo rigorous training to prepare for these conditions. Simulations of Mars's environment help them understand the risks and how to respond in emergencies. The human body is incredibly adaptable, but space presents challenges that require advanced technology and careful planning. Understanding these risks is the first step in overcoming them. As we continue to explore Mars, the knowledge we gain will help us develop better protective measures. Each mission brings us closer to making Mars a viable option for human habitation. The journey to Mars is not just about exploration, it's about survival. The thin Martian atmosphere is a reminder of how fragile human life is in the vastness of space. As we look back at Earth from Mars, we realize the importance of protecting our home planet and preparing for the challenges of space exploration. The lessons we learn on Mars will shape the future of humanity in space. The universe is full of possibilities, and Mars is just the beginning. With each step, we move closer to understanding our place in the cosmos and the potential for life beyond Earth. Boiling blood and skin exposure are just some of the challenges we face, but they won't stop us. The human spirit is resilient, and our quest for knowledge and exploration will continue to drive us forward. Chapter 3. 30 seconds. Temperature shock. Let's talk temperature. Mars, the red planet, is known for its extreme conditions, and temperature is no exception. The average surface temperature on Mars is a bone-chilling -80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right, -80. To put that into perspective, it's colder than the coldest winter day ever recorded on Earth. That's colder than the coldest winter day in Antarctica, where temperatures can plummet to -50 degrees Fahrenheit. Imagine the harshest winter you've ever experienced, and then make it even more extreme. So, while your blood is busy trying to boil away due to the low atmospheric pressure, your skin would be experiencing a whole different kind of extreme. The Martian cold is so intense that it would start to affect your body almost immediately. The exposed parts of your body would start to freeze rapidly. Frostbite would set in within seconds, causing severe damage to your skin and underlying tissues. Imagine dipping your hand into liquid nitrogen. That's the kind of intense cold we're talking about. Liquid nitrogen is used in science experiments to demonstrate extreme cold, and it can freeze objects almost instantly. Your skin would turn pale, then numb as frostbite set in. The lack of sensation might seem like a relief, but it's actually a sign of severe tissue damage. But here's the silver lining, if you can call it that. The extreme cold might actually numb the pain. However, this is hardly a consolation given the other dangers you would face. You probably wouldn't even notice the freezing because, well, you'd be too preoccupied with the whole no oxygen and boiling blood situation. The Martian atmosphere is incredibly thin, with only about 1% of the density of Earth's atmosphere. This means there's virtually no breathable air, and the low pressure would cause your blood to boil at body temperature. So, while the cold is a major concern, it's just one of many life-threatening challenges you'd face on Mars. The combination of extreme cold, lack of oxygen, and low atmospheric pressure makes Mars an incredibly hostile environment for human life. Surviving on Mars would require advanced technology and protective gear to shield you from these harsh conditions. In summary, the temperature shock on Mars is just one piece of the puzzle when it comes to the planet's extreme environment. It's a stark reminder of how different and challenging life on Mars would be compared to Earth. Chapter 4. 1 minute. Complete shutdown. We've reached the 1 minute mark, and sadly, this is where the story ends. By now, your body would be shutting down. Your brain, starved of oxygen, would be in its final throes. Your heart, no longer able to pump blood, would sputter and stop. The vacuum of space, unforgiving and relentless, would have won. No dramatic last words, no heroic final stand, just the cold, hard reality of a planet utterly inhospitable to human life.
So, there you have it. A sobering reminder that while Mars might be our cosmic neighbor, it's not exactly a welcoming host. But don't let this discourage you. The dream of exploring Mars is very much alive. We're developing new technologies, designing advanced spacesuits, and planning missions that will one day allow us to walk on Mars, safely encased in our own little bubbles of Earth-like environments.
Until then, keep looking up, keep asking questions, and never stop exploring, even if it's just from the comfort of your own home planet.